Desperate Dan's Love Child. Thanks, Rob. I'm bringing you another blog. I know I only just released one yesterday, but this one's going to be sort of a monthly roundup type of thing I'm going to do. Obviously we're rounding up Feb now, and got to say it's a month we went into on a bit of a low, but I'm glad to say we've come out of it on a high. It's been a bit of a big 7 days for the club, I'd say, obviously with us on the brink of securing a stay at Rodney Parade for another 10 years. That's going to be so fundamental in our future plans. Rodney Parade is such a great stadium compared to Spitty Park, which served us well. You know, give Spitty Park credit where it's due. Served us really well, but unfortunately for us to advance the football club, the facilities, they had to be better, and I'm glad to say we are somewhere where they're just perfect for us to advance as a club. Also, the news that Justin Edinburgh has openly said that he'd like to stay, especially if we're going to be at Rodney Parade as well. It just seems everything's coming together well, especially with the improvement of form. I mean, we're on a winning run now. We've won our last 3. We've looked good for all those wins as well. Completely dominated Mansfield. We absolutely ran walking off the park. It looked a completely different game to what it was earlier in the year at Rodney Parade. And like I said, with the Telford game, the way that went, you know, it was a bit of a misleading scoreline. 2-1 suggests it was a close game. It was only close after they caught that not equaliser, their first goal. Obviously, Tamworth, the way that went, you know, you wouldn't have bet against them snatching an equaliser at some point, whether our defence decided to falter or whether the officials fancied giving them something, which seemed to be the bit of the case, because obviously we had a disallowed goal that looked like it shouldn't have been disallowed. Didn't look offside where I was standing, didn't look offside on the video, and I think their goal could have been a foul on the keeper, but you know, sometimes they're given, sometimes they're not. I'd like to say that our system we're using at the moment seems very favourable for everybody. The 5-3-2 is stabilising our defence, which has been our main weakness this season. I'm glad to see that we've got 3 experienced, strong defenders sitting at the back now. But I, for one, would agree with Justin Edinburgh and say that the system could go back to a 4-3-3 if the pitch that we're playing on, or if the particular game that we're playing suits it. Obviously, the 4-3-3 got us into the title chase. I can't see any reason why it can't be used again. But I myself, I'm happy with the 5-3-2 right now. It's going really, really well. I'm doing this blog now not long after realising that the Gateshead game has been called off. And for any of you that thought our club was being run poorly, well, that's pretty poor, that is. I think the conference need to get themselves involved and do something about it. I know they got given special permission to play at Hartlepool's ground when they played Wrexham last week. We didn't get given such permission last season when we wanted to play Wrexham at Rodney Parade for the one-off. So they're already getting the preferential treatment as it is anyway. So why they couldn't have found anybody else to play the game, or why they couldn't get their own pitch in order. I know they got a lot of snow, but so did we. We got our Barrow game on, why can't they get this game on? I mean, I know the Woking game was eventually called off, the away one, a few weeks ago, but at least they tried to get it on, and there's nothing they could do about the heavy snowfall just before the game. So I don't think they're being forecast any more snow up there, so I can't understand why they can't work to get this game on. But oh well. Anyway, like I said, this blog I'm doing now is going to be a monthly thing, so I think it would be relevant to issue a Player of the Month. With my blogs, I'll put up 5 players who I think are deserving of my personal Player of the Month, and I'll allow you guys to vote, whether you want to Facebook me, Twitter me, or simply comment on the video on YouTube, or whether you want to PM me on the message board. Obviously you all know who I am on there. 5 players I'm putting forward. I'll give a reason for each one as well. I'm saying Christian Jolley. Well, his performances have spoke for themselves. I think he's been fantastic. Reason why we wanted to pay the money for him in the end. I think Michael Flynn is really showing where his qualities have lied. You know, why he was once a championship player. I think he's looking a completely different class to what he was at the beginning of the season. And he seems to be leading by example. He seems as though he's playing some sort of an unofficial vice-captain type role at the moment with Pipey, which I think is really good. You know, to have players as experienced as them leading our team, you know, I'm really happy with that. Someone said Lee Minshull at the moment is just like having a new signing. I'd have to agree with that. His performances of late have been really strong. He's been an aerial threat, and his footwork and fitness in general just all seem to be so much better now. So Max Porter's going to have a bit of a tough time getting himself back into the side, I think. Pipey himself, got to be a contender. He would pretty much be a contender every month, I'd imagine. Been phenomenal again, leading by example again, and you just can't stop him from running, really, can you? He's up and down that pitch all the time. So fair play to him. He's got to be nomination number 4. And the final nomination, I got to say, would be Andy Sandell. Different class, that guy. I'd refer him to the Leighton Baines of the conference, as far as I'm concerned. He's got such a good left foot on him. And for me, he could be playing championship football. So having him in the team, that left side, he owns it pretty much every game. So and so this month as well. He's absolutely phenomenal. Every game I've seen him in, well, pretty much every game all season, but this month in particular, he's stepping it up even more. Just when you think he couldn't, he does. Fair play to him. So they're the 5 players: Jolley, Flynn, Minshull, Pipe and Sandell. So send me a message on any of the social networking sites, or even just leave a comment on here, and whoever gets the most votes at the end will be classed my player of the month. And just for all who are members of the trust, it's the AGM on Thursday night at Bad Ambersand at 7 o'clock. So if you just want to get yourselves down there, I say should be a good one. So get yourselves down there. Okay, cheers guys.